Tiger Talk brought to you by String Beans Coffee House on Lower Main in Princeton, Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's delicious homemade goodness, and Perry's Floors and More. And here we go at 8:06. Good morning. Welcome to Tiger Talk here in your hometown radio station, WPKY. It's Business Spotlight Thursday. And I have the pleasure of welcoming into the WPKY studios, Carlye Harper of Fudgin Around. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I haven't had quite enough coffee yet.
A little cold.
Yeah, unfortunately, this sort of crazy winter weather that we're having, but warming up quite nice today under the sunshine. But it's so nice to have you here. I think you and I first kind of crossed paths at Black Patch.
We did.
When you were down set up, and I did a little sampling.
You did.
And it was very good. And I said, well, you need to come talk to me on the radio sometime.
And we finally got around to it.
You finally got around to it. But you've got a lot of really great news and a lot of good stuff.
We do. We've had a lot change, good changes. So
yeah. Well, let's first talk about Fudgin Around is the name of your business.
Yes, sir.
And it's kind of been a passion for you. I guess it kind of started. Tell the listeners a little bit how it kind of got started and what the.
Well, my family actually had a fudge machine, and my mom, she has a business herself, Harper's Consulting, that she's had. I believe she started when I was about 5,
yeah.
And so she would make the fudge and send it to her customers in baskets during Christmas time.
Okay.
So, actually, and we've always liked to play around with different things and try different, recipes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so I actually got hurt at work and lost my career doing occupational therapy. And so we were like, well, we'll give it a try. And it has been so much fun. So it's blossomed
since then.
Yes, and it has. I actually enjoy it so much. A lot of people get stressed out about it, but it's a stress reliever for me.
Why would you get stressed out about fudge?
Oh, goodness.
I mean, just the process of making it,
yes,
I guess.
And just because, anytime you deal with public, you have high demands to meet. So,
no, surely not.
So you try to please everybody.
Of course you do. You're in business.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about are some of the recipes traditional fudge recipes, and do you have some unique recipes just for you all?
We actually get our fudge and stuff from Calico Cottage, so we follow their recipes to a T. Now, every now and then, we will play around with the different things if we have a special request, because we've had some local businesses request different flavors that they want just for their business.
Okay.
So we've played around with those, and it's gone pretty well.
So with Fudgin Around, you actually cater to businesses if they want to carry your fudge in there, or the individual who wants to order?
Yes, sir.
How do you order fudge? How does that work? What size? Do you get a block of fudge? Do you get a...
Well, for an individual, we sell it by half a pound, and that's $8.50, and then a pound is $17. And periodically, we run a special where if you buy a pound, you get a fourth free, and you can mix and match those flavors, whatever you prefer.
How do you all determine what kind of fudge you have available? Do you keep a large variety? And let's talk about that, because you didn't really have a storefront. You don't have necessarily a storefront now, but you are at a location where people can come. And tell us about your partnership with String Beans.
We actually partnered up with String Beans, and we are renting the kitchen and the back room. And then, of course, we're not there 24/7 because there's other things going on.
Right.
String Beans is running. She's still doing coffee, and then the chamber is in there.
Right.
So we switch out, and so I believe the chamber is in there on Tuesdays and Thursdays mainly. And so we try to be there just periodically, but most of the time we come in, grab, and go, or we deliver. We don't necessarily sit there and display our fudge.
Right, and just wait for people to come in. You're active and doing different things. Tell us a little bit about the Calico.
The Calico Cottage.
Calico Cottage and their fudges and the quality and where they're out of, that kind of thing. How did you get affiliated with Calico?
Well, the machine, the fudge machine, it's a huge machine that we have, and it is actually from Calico Cottage.
Okay.
So we haven't, it was just kind of a no-brainer. We went straight to them. Their products have been around for years upon years.
So a long time established kind of thing.
So, if it's not broke, don't fix it, don't change it. So we just stuck with it.
Awesome. So we are going to take a string beans coffee break, as a matter of fact, and we're going to come back. I want to talk to you some more about this. I want to learn about the fudge making process, and then we're going to talk to all the folks about how they might get some delicious fudge, and you're venturing maybe beyond a little fudge, and we'll talk more about that. Okay? When we come back here on Tiger Talk, you're listening to Tiger Talk on this Thursday morning. I had the pleasure of having Carlye Harper here, and she's fudging around in downtown Princeton, and we will be back in just a moment at 8:11 on Tiger Talk.
String Beans Coffee House in downtown Princeton specializes in made-to-order espresso drinks. Stop by Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to noon and enjoy a pick-me-up. You can also enjoy fresh-baked scones, homemade chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin cookies, and espresso brownies that'll keep you going all day long. They're also open on Saturday from 9 to 2. String Beans Coffee House on Lower Main in Princeton. Great coffee and more in a great atmosphere on Lower Main in downtown Princeton.
And String Beans, get you a cup of coffee and head to the back and get a really good half pound or pound of fudge. And let's talk about that a little bit, Carlye. We're with Carlye Harper. She has Fudgin' Around in downtown Princeton, and I think you have a website as well. We'll talk about all those links in your social media here in just a second. But we were talking when you first got here about making the fudge and how that process works. Of course, you're down in String Beans Kitchen doing most of all that now, I guess.
Yes,
so tell the listeners how that works.
Okay, so like I said previously, we have a machine, and it actually makes about 33 and a fourth, 33 and a third pounds of fudge, and we can do that in about 45 minutes. All of our fudge is made with real cream, butter. It's authentic.
Just like Grandma used to make it.
Just like Grandma, except a lot easier.
Right.
So actually the process is pretty simple. We put all the ingredients into the huge pan, and it's a mixer, and it mixes it right on up. And then you have to set up the pans, which each one of them have a lining, and we pour them in there, pour the fudge straight into the pan, and then put in the mixtures, whatever we have in order for.
Fudge is cooked, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you actually cook it down and
yes.
then pour it and let it cool, and then you just cut it up.
We do.
Okay.
It has to sit about 24 hours.
Okay.
Depending on what you're using. Of course, ones with nuts in it, they take a little less time than other ones. But
okay. Well, and Fudgin' Around is all about fudge.
Yes,
and
we are.
Yeah, tell us about some of your favorite flavors. Give the folks, make their mouths water out there. Let's sell the sizzle a little bit about all this.
Well, you can't go wrong with peanut butter fudge.
No, that's good stuff.
I know that we make it, but it is amazing. Yeah. I actually crave it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
And I have quite a few friends that have called me, and they're like, please, I need it
Make
now.
a batch of peanut butter
fudge.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the special flavors that I like, I really like the turtle. The turtle is really good.
Yeah, and it's got nuts in it.
It does. Yep. It's a chocolate base, and then it has caramel and pecans, and it's really good. And then we tried a strawberry cheesecake, which it's made a little bit different, but it's pretty good.
I know down at Black Patch, when I was down there, you had like a rack. It seemed like it was a rack full of little drawers, and you had all kinds of different types of fudges in there. I mean, it was all kinds. I mean,
yes.
It's sort of neat. I didn't realize there was that many fudge varieties around. Of course, I don't get out much.
Well, I didn't. I didn't either. I just thought like, hey, you have your chocolate, and you have your peanut butter, and you have vanilla. No, you have a ton. Usually, when we make it, we have typically about 13 to 15 different flavors at a time.
So when anybody walks in, you usually have at least that many
we
available.
Typically keep a numerous amount of different flavors. So
awesome. You've got some more things going on.
We
Why don't you hold that up to the camera and show that? It looks like a box, but
I'm excited about all this.
Yeah, tell the listeners what you're holding there and what's inside that box, and those that are viewing on.
This is a cheesecake. My mother and I actually do this business together, and so we wanted to venture out because some people aren't necessarily fudge people, as they per se. So we wanted to kind of reach out and be able to have something for everybody. So we started doing individual sized cheesecakes, and you can get those plain. We do the turtle one, and it actually has the pecans and the graham cracker crust.
Wow.
We have some that are drizzled with just chocolate, or some that have fresh fruit on it. Pretty much take your pick.
So you can you can pretty much make them to order, can't you? If somebody wants to do that.
That's typically what we do. So yeah, we've gotten into a lot of different things. And we've started doing truffles and peanut butter balls and chocolate-covered pretzels. And
so if somebody's listening and they're having a party, they want some truffles, they want peanut butter balls or whatever, you can probably set them up with a nice array of all those sweet treats and all that stuff for a party or a wedding or whatever that they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, we can do that. And
you bring Els in to for the production work, or is it just you?
Occasionally, we do.
The fudge elves?
The fudge elves, that's what we call them. No, we actually have some family members and people that are like family that they call us anytime, especially around Christmas and Valentine's Day, and they're like, hey, what do you need? And they come in and we tackle it all.
So it's a family and friend business.
It is, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, you're having a blast, I can tell.
We are. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, let's tell the folks out there about all the delicious things, and let's have them order. I mean, let's get the orders rolling.
Let's get some orders
right
going.
Now. Yeah, tell them what you have for plans for Valentine's Day, for what's coming up, and let's see if we can get the phone ringing down there at Fudgin' Around.
We actually, of course, we have the fudge. Different flavors you can kind of choose, which we also have the Facebook page where you can go on and look at the flavors that we have available at the time.
They just need to search Fudgin' Around.
Fudgin' Around.
Fudgin' Around on Facebook.
Yes, sir. Okay. And it's without the G. Fudgin' without the G.
Okay. So. It's without the G. Okay. Boy, I got to think of it. So is it Fuddin' Around there?
Well, the G at the end.
I got you. With the G at the end. There's a G in there. It's just not the
we
end.
keep one of them.
It's not fudging. It's fudgin'.
Right, there we go. But, of course, we have the fudge. We're doing the truffles. They've been a huge deal.
Tell me, I've had a truffle. I mean, it's kind of a delicate little...
It is.
Tell everybody what a truffle is like.
Well, one of our more popular ones is like the Oreo one.
Really?
Yes. People go crazy. For Christmas, we sold a lot of the Oreos and a lot of the red velvet. The red velvet went over very well, too.
So that's like a hard chocolatey outside, and then it's real soft on the inside.
Yes.
Wow.
It is amazing. I should have brought you some. I'll have to bring you some later.
Hey, look at me. I'm a fudge boy. But that's great. Okay, so let's get back. I got you off task.
Sorry.
Let's tell folks. Okay, so Fudgin' Around on Facebook. They can look at all the flavors.
Yes.
And then go ahead. Get the phones ringing.
Get the phones ringing. Well, we're doing a special. Actually, anybody who places an order for Valentine's Day gets entered to a drawing for a $20 gift certificate, and you can use that at any time. We haven't really put a expiration date on it. Okay. Let's say a year. You can use it for up to a year. You just bring it in, and you can pick fudge, truffles, cheesecakes, whatever your heart desires, you can pick.
Wow.
And like I said, that's for anybody that makes a purchase for Valentine's Day. Okay. We are also doing for Valentine's Day, we're delivering. Okay. So you can call and let us know about that, and we'll take it. We're going to the schools. I've got a few local businesses that we have to make deliveries to. And then we're going to be there all day, so you can come by and pick up also.
On Valentine's Day. What is the number that someone would call and inquire, make an order,
to get a hold
of
us?
Yeah.
It's 270-625-8111.
625-8?
8111.
8111.
Yes, sir.
I kind of froze like a deer there. 8111. So that's for Fudgin' Around, and that's to really order anything. If you have a cheesecake that you might be interested in, the fudge, the truffles, peanut butter balls.
And we know sometimes the fellas struggle a little bit
let's talk about that.
during these holidays and whatnot. And so we have actually been talking to Brooke she's actually next door to us, Blooms by Brooke.
Yeah.
And so we are going to make it super easy on you guys. So if you want to come in, you can get your flowers and your chocolate.
There you go.
All at one stop.
There you go.
Who can beat that? And fellas, don't wait till last minute.
Oh, come
we
on,
know that you guys like to procrastinate.
Oh, come on. Who does that?
We're trying to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, today is, hey, you've got about 6 days.
Yes.
So get on the spot and get those things ordered. I love it. I would wait to the last minute myself. That's just how
I have actually had spouses or girlfriends message me, and they will place their order, which is hilarious to me. And they say, just in case he doesn't do it, I've told him, but just in case. And I'm like, honey, I've got you. We've got it under control.
And so they might have to, are you going to deliver it, or are you going to have to come by? I guess she'll get the satisfaction of handing him the bill.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I've told some of them. I said, it is killing me to charge you for your Valentine's gift, but hey, whatever. And a lot of them, since the post on Facebook, they'll actually tag their spouse or significant other in the post, and it's hilarious because
I bet it
then
is.
I have all these men messaging, what is this?
What is it? What are you doing? I love it. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Now, do you have an online presence? Do you have people ordering from out of state? Do you have that kind of thing going yet, or is it more just localized at this point?
It's more local per se right now, and we go a little bit,
because once you get in that shipping, it sort of it's an extra step, yeah.
And so, honestly, we're just trying to get up and get going, and then we're going to venture out into. That's one of our goals.
Take baby steps.
Storefront is one of our goals, and then shipping. So,
awesome.
We'd really like to do it.
And so, how long have you been? How long has Fudgin' Around been? I know at Black Patch last year, it was sort of fairly new, but it was pretty new.
We started, I would say, probably about June, July.
Okay.
Really just started,
testing the waters
and
getting
the water. Mm-hmm. And we actually started making some of our things at our daily bread. So we have been in a restaurant setting the entire time, and then we,
Do you still have items down there in Fudge?
We don't, not at the moment.
Okay, not at the moment. Okay.
She has so many wonderful goodies as is. Right. And so a lot of people, when you go in, you see the fudge, or you see one of those massive cinnamon rolls. So a lot of people would opt to take it, and I don't blame them. So so we just kind of want to get separate from there and have its own thing going on.
Yeah. Okay, so remember that Fudgin' Around can be found inside of String Beans Coffee House. They're in the back, I guess in the back meeting room back there. You have fudge available, usually Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
And like I said, you can call or text that number anytime, and I'm available to meet.
8111. What was the previous? 625?
Yes, sir.
625-8111. That's how you reach Carlye at Fudgin' Around. Check out their Facebook page as well. It's Fudgin' Around on Facebook, and you can see all kinds of goodies there. And also inquire about she's going to leave that cheesecake here, I think.
I brought him a present this morning. He's going to have a sugar rush.
Boy, I'm gonna grab me some more caffeine and hit that baby hard. So I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad to finally have you here. Did we leave anything out?
I don't believe so. I think we covered most of it.
Okay. Well, we definitely, guys, gals, whoever, if you're hearing this or watching on the stream, then you can get a wonderful Valentine treat. You got, and just a treat for any time, really, at Fudgin' Around. And you can contact Carlye and Fudgin' Around, 625-8111. Check out their Facebook, and that is Fudgin' Around on Facebook if you want to check that out. And give them a call and sample some of these delicious fudges and sweet treats and cakes.
And I also forgot to mention one of our big sellers for Valentine's Day and Christmas. We do chocolate-covered strawberries, and we use the Ghirardelli chocolate.
There you go.
Gentlemen, you can't go wrong with chocolate-covered strawberries.
No.
We do dark chocolate, white chocolate, a mixture, and they're really pretty, too.
Oh yeah, they're really cool, and you dip them and all that.
We do.
Now, did you say those are available Valentine's Day?
Yes, they are.
They are,
and we're running a special. Typically, they're about $24 a dozen, but for Valentine's Day, they're $20. So.
Okay, check that out. Okay.
Yep, there you go. Come in and get you $20 gift, and I promise you she will be happy with it.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. Awesome. Well, I mean, you've got a lot of guys, you got gals, you got a lot of options out there at Fudgin' Around, and we certainly encourage you to make them a part of your Valentine's plans. And we certainly, in your plans each and every day, if you want that sweet treat, they've got it at Fudgin' Around. Carlye, thank you so much.
Well,
it's
thank
great
you
to
for
having you
having
here,
me.
and thanks for leaving that.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I certainly will. And come back anytime,
Of
and
course.
we look forward to hearing how things at Fudgin' Around progresses. Anything we can do to help you here at WPKY The Tiger, be glad to do so.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. That's Carlye Harper, and she runs Fudgin' Around in downtown Princeton. Be sure you check in with Carlye. Check out their Fudgin' Around Facebook page on Fudgin' Around. Just search that on Facebook. Give them a call, 270-625-8111, and order your Valentine's sweets for your sweetie, okay? All right, it's 8:26. That's going to do it for the first half of Tiger Talk here on your hometown radio station. We thank Carlye for being here with Fudgin' Around. And coming up on Tiger Talk, George Barber will be here from the Blessed Trinity Council of the Knights of Columbus, going to fill us in on what the Knights have going on. And coming up, I know their Lenten fish fries will be starting soon, so we'll hear more about that. Stick around for the second half of Tiger Talk here on your hometown radio station, WPKY. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness.